The Vedic period, 1500 to 600 BCE. A comprehensive overview introduction. The Vedic period, spanning from approximately 1500 BCE to 600 BCE, marks a significant era in ancient Indian history. This period is characterized by the composition of the Vedas, the oldest sacred texts of Hinduism, which laid the foundation for Indian culture, religion, and philosophy. The Vedic Age is typically divided into two phases. Early Vedic period, Rigvedic period, c. 1500–1000 BCE. Later Vedic period, c. 1600 BCE. Early Vedic period, c. 1500–1000 BCE. Origins and settlement. The early Vedic period began with the migration of the Indo-Aryans into the Indian subcontinent. They settled primarily in the northwestern regions, including parts of present-day Punjab and Haryana. Their society was predominantly pastoral, relying on cattle rearing and limited agriculture. The Rigveda, the primary source for this period, is the Rigveda, a collection of hymns composed in Vedic Sanskrit. The Vedic people practiced a form of polytheism, worshipping natural forces personified as deities. Indra, god of rain and thunderstorms, considered the king of gods. Agni, fire god, mediator between gods and humans. Varuna, guardian of cosmic order, RTA. Rituals involve fire sacrifices, yajnas, conducted by priests to appease the gods and ensure prosperity. Social structure. Society was organized into tribes, yajnas, each led by a chief, Rajan. Social divisions were based on occupation, leading to the emergence of four varnas. 1. Brahmins, priests and scholars. 2. Kshatriyas, warriors and rulers. 3. Vaishyas, traders and agriculturists. 4. Shudras, servants and laborers. This system was more fluid during the early period. Political organization. Governance was tribal, with assemblies like the Sabha and Samiti advising the Rajan. Decisions were often collective, emphasizing the participatory nature of early Vedic politics. Later Vedic period, c. 1600 BCE, expansion and settlement. The later Vedic period saw the expansion of Aryan settlements into the Gangetic plains, facilitated by the use of iron tools for clearing forests. Agriculture became more prominent, leading to settled life and the growth of villages and towns. Vedic literature. This period witnessed the composition of Samaveda, melodies and chants, Yajurveda, ritual formulas, Atharva Veda, spells and incantations, Brahmanas, prose texts explaining rituals, Aranyakas, forest treatises, Upanishads, philosophical discourses exploring concepts like Brahman, universal soul, and Atman, individual soul. Religious developments. Rituals became more elaborate, with increased emphasis on ceremonies like the Ashvamedha, horse sacrifice. The role of Brahmins grew, and the concept of karma and rebirth began to take shape. Political changes. Tribal units evolved into kingdoms, with the Kuru and Panchala being prominent. The power of the king increased and hereditary monarchy became common. The assembly's influence waned as centralized authority grew. Social stratification. The Varna system became more rigid, solidifying into a caste system. The Brahmins held significant religious authority, while Shudras faced social restrictions. Women's status declined with reduced participation in public rituals and education. Philosophical contributions. The Upanishads introduced profound philosophical ideas. Brahman, the ultimate unchanging reality. Atman, the individual soul identical to Brahman. Moksha, liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Karma, actions determining future rebirths. These concepts laid the foundation for later Hindu philosophy and influenced Buddhism and Jainism. Transition to urbanization. By the end of the Vedic period, the emergence of Mahajanapadas, large kingdoms, signaled a shift towards urbanization. Trade expanded and coinage began to appear. This period set the stage for the rise of Buddhism, Jainism, and the Mauryan Empire. Conclusion. The Vedic period was instrumental in shaping Indian civilization. It established Religious foundations, Vedic rituals and deities. Social structures, Varna system and patriarchal society. Philosophical thought. Concepts of Brahman, Atman, and moksha. Political evolution, from tribal assemblies to monarchies. Understanding this era provides insight into the origins of many aspects of Indian culture and society that persist to this day.